So many great organizations in the capital, and this one, of course, is right up there. 21 years, if you can imagine. And Keenan put this together with his wife back in 1995, and now you can see that there's a book.
Book.
Talking about the book. You got the hardcover.
I got the hardcover. Yes,
Well,
I did.
it's
I
all
stole
right.
it off.
Fair enough. Live Work Play is what it's called, and Keenan Wellar is with us this morning. Good morning, Keenan.
Morning.
So basically, let's go back, 1995.
Right.
And why did you decide to, well, let's start an organization that's going to change lives. Why?
It was actually just a voluntary activity. My wife and I had other jobs. I was in the high-tech sector, and she was working in a hospital, and we'd met a lot of individuals with intellectual disabilities and their families, and they said, you know, really having trouble just becoming included citizens in our community, and you guys have done some of this work in the past, and we really like your help. And so we just started out kind of as a resource center, and about 2 years later, it just grew into a charity, and we left our jobs, and the rest is history.
So how many people have gone through your program?
Yeah, gone through is a tough way to look at it.
Yeah,
but some
well, how many
stay and
people
some
do you
don't.
engage with?
And
Yeah.
you know, about 100 or more a year. It's growing, and some people, like, you know, which is a great outcome. Some they kind of say thanks for everything, but I think I'm good. I got a job, a home, a girlfriend. Life's good, and it's been fun having you in a part of it, but I'm done now. And then others maybe need some ongoing support over the course of many years.
Okay, so tell us exactly what your organization does. Live, work, play. What do people coming in, what do they hope to achieve?
That's where we start. We ask them, what is it you're hoping to achieve? What are the barriers you're experiencing to that? And try and figure out how we can help. But I mean, most people want what all of us want. They would like a nice place to live. They'd like a job that they enjoy and contribute, and they like friends and things to do with those friends in their community. And people with intellectual disabilities experience a lot of barriers on all of those things. So affordable housing is difficult. The unemployment rate is about 75% for the population, and they tend to be kind of socially isolated. So we tend to work on all of those things with people we support.
It's interesting because when you think about when you started 21 years ago, there was such a, and I suppose there still is a stigma attached to especially people who have got visible disabilities. And yet this week on YouTube, there's been that viral video. I don't know if you've seen it, Dylan. The dancing barista from Toronto. He was on Ellen.
Yeah.
He was spotted by at a camp. He's on the autism spectrum. He shakes a lot and all that sort of thing just to keep his mind focused. The guy gave him a job. He's the manager at a Starbucks at Jane and Finch, which is a pretty tough neighborhood. And he is loves his job, loves his life. He was told he was unemployable. And Ellen saw this guy, and to keep his mind focused on the drinks, he dances and shakes it out. Yeah,
wow.
so it actually, the response to that has been really interesting, because there's a lot of people just saying, I'm actually in tears watching the joy that having a simple job being a barista has given this young man. And it's incredible that these sorts of stories are now being seen as huge success, and everybody loves it.
Yeah, it's a good start, and we've been talking about this a lot at the office, because, you know, what gets popularized about the kind of people that we support. And so we're just hoping that people realize, you know, it's okay if they just serve coffee effectively, efficiently, and pleasantly. They don't have to dance, you know, also. But it's great to see an employer that recognizes this is a gift that, you know, customers will appreciate. And so a lot of the employment success we've had, it's the same thing. It's employers who are open to, well, let's have a look at the abilities and not focus so much on the labels, and let's see what they can contribute. And the Ottawa community has been incredibly supportive. Employers all across the city had wonderful successes. So it's been one of the highlights of the past 20 years for sure.
So would these success stories be in this book?
Yes, absolutely. It's, you know, employment is roughly a third of the work that we do, and we've featured a lot of those stories, and we highlight, every year we have an event where we highlight top employers that have either newly partnered with Live, Work, Play, or have a long track record of supporting our members.
Okay. So what sort of industries are we looking at then?
It's everything, and I think that's the importance. There tends to be an idea that it's all the service industry. Service industry is great if you're great at that. You said a simple job. I find barista, I think I'd be overwhelmed.
I would suck at it.
Different kind of pressure. Exactly.
I got fired from the only waitressing job I ever had. So
one of the coolest new partnerships we have, actually, is one of our members works at Shopify. It's a pretty hot company based right out of Ottawa.
Great.
And so it's kind of breaking all these barriers over, you know, what are the industries where people with intellectual disabilities could work. Well, it's everything. They're everywhere. They're in the auto industry. They're working for banks. and also, you know, restaurants and other jobs.
Okay.
Yeah.
And May 12th, you do have a big event coming up, so give us a rundown.
Sure. We kind of rebranded after 20 years, and it's called Make a Buzz Ottawa. It was inspired by a group of Algonquin College Public Relations students who were running their own campaign, and they said, oh, you got this B logo, let's do this Make a Buzz. And we liked it so much, we decided to change the name of our event to Make a Buzz Ottawa. It's on May 12th. And it's an awards and recognition evening also with some fun live auctions. And we're going to recognize employers, we'll recognize people in housing, we'll recognize sports organizations.
Wow.
It's anyone that's been a part of including people in our community.
Very
And
cool.
so where can people get tickets for that?
That would be, you can go to liveworkplay.ca and just look on our calendar or click on events.
That's awesome. I'm going to be a
Amazing.
part of that night. I'm going to be the guy that's
He's
annoying
the
everybody
guy.
at the beginning. Hello, everybody.
Yes, he's the
Quit
guy.
talking. Let's get to the
Amazing.
entertainment.
I was
Well,
going
thank
to
you
say.
so much for coming on the show. I hope everybody goes out and gets a ticket.
Yes,
Thank you
for
so
sure.
much.
Thank you for
Absolutely.
See you
everything
there.
you've done.
And we will be right back after this with Rod McLeod from Go Contracting talking to us about the things you should and shouldn't do when you are renovating your house this spring.
Awesome.
Right after this.